Do you want to know how to be successful? By changing how you see the world and better understanding your personal definition of success, Stephen R. Covey's renowned 1989 self-help book tells you how to become a more productive person not only in business but in life. Since its publication, the book has sold over 25 million copies worldwide, and its popularity may be due to Covey's attempt to assist readers adopt a set of timeless and universal ideals to guide them in developing habits that can be applied to any scenario. The example of becoming lost in a new city is used in the book. It will be a frustrating waste of time for someone with a negative paradigm, the way they see the world. It will be a thrilling trip for someone who has a good mindset. Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective Individuals are designed to help you change your mindset and perceive the world in a more positive light. Because the titles of these behaviors can be a little confusing at first, we've attempted to decipher them for you. 1. Be proactive. Many people are reactive, allowing external circumstances to dictate their behavior, rather than proactive, according to Covey in this chapter, taking responsibility for their decisions and behavior. Rather of blaming the world for your troubles or allowing others' actions, or even terrible weather, to dictate your attitude, you can be a more productive person by concentrating on the things you can control or affect, your circle of influence, and ignoring the ones you can't. 2. Begin with the end in mind. Covey says that when you take an action, you actually do it twice. The first time is when you imagine doing it, and then again when you actually do it in real life. He uses the example of building a house. First you visualize the house and make the detailed plans of the layout and the materials needed, then you start building it. If you didn't make the plans first, it is likely that you would make lots of costly mistakes. The takeaway here is that visualizing an activity and its desired outcomes first, rather than plowing ahead, maybe in the incorrect direction, increases your chances of success. This is the distinction between efficiency and effectiveness. There's no purpose in completing a large number of activities in a short period of time if the end result isn't what you desire. 3. Put first things first. This habit is all about prioritization. You need to figure out the things that are most important and always put them first. 4. Think win-win. Life is a negotiation. When going into a situation with others, many people seek a win-lose outcome. Every interaction they have, whether at work or in their personal lives, is seen as a competition. Effective people, on the other hand, see the benefit in giving everyone a fair share of the pie and fostering positive long-term relationships. Try to approach every situation willing to negotiate until both parties are satisfied. You'll see greater returns in the end. Covey says that relationships can be compared to emotional bank accounts. This means that every time you have an interaction with someone, you are either paying into that account, or withdrawing from the account. A payment could be finding a win-win solution, or listening to someone properly. A withdrawal could be fighting for a win-lose outcome, breaking a promise, or only pretending to listen. The most important payment you can make into the emotional bank account is trying to truly understand someone and discover what's important to them. 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand, they listen with the intent to reply, says Covey. He explains that a lot of the time we don't really listen to people, but instead project our own situation onto them and assume that what they're thinking and feeling are the same. We then prescribe solutions to them that don't really work. People rarely trust the advice of someone who they don't feel really understands them or the situation. You need to emphatically listen to others and get inside their frame of reference to understand them intellectually and emotionally. Take note of what they're saying, but also their body language to get the full picture. Only then will people start to really trust your opinions and advice. 6. Synergize. Synergy simply means that when two things are joined, the result is larger than the sum of the two distinct components. If you work together, 1 plus 1 can truly equal 3 or more. It's always preferable to work together to overcome a task, utilizing everyone's own abilities, than to battle each other and try to do it alone. To do so, you must first comprehend, trust, and respect one another. 7. Sharpen the saw if you want to keep sawing. Self-improvement is the focus of the 7th habit. Your tools may be appropriate for the work, but if you don't sharpen them regularly, they will lose their effectiveness. Covey compares it to a lumberjack sawing down trees. If he keeps sawing without stopping to sharpen his saw, it would ultimately grow dull, and he will be unable to cut down trees. Covey's fundamental point here is that you need to look after yourself, stay physically healthy, maintain your emotional and mental well-being by learning new things, and maintain your social well-being by having excellent relationships with others. Allow yourself time to recharge rather than working non-stop, and you'll be happier in the long term. That's all for now, but before we end, here again the 7 habits of highly effective people. Number 1. Be proactive. Number 2. Begin with the end in mind. Number 3. Put first things first. Number 4. Think win-win. Number 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Number 6. Synergize. Number 7. Sharpen the saw if you want to keep sawing. And because you completed the video, you are sure to acquire all these habits. AUDIOBOOK is thankful and wishing you all the best in life. Don't forget to subscribe to us. See you in the next video.